A few weeks ago, a video went viral right here on Instagram from a page called Life of SJ, where this woman shared a very painful experience she had with infertility during the course of her marriage. The first thing that she spoke about was that her husband vehemently refused to go along with her to the hospital to get tested. And that is the case of a lot of women in Nigeria that are dealing with this issue. They are often looking for the solution alone, running helter-skelter, going to night vigils, eating and drinking all sorts of concoctions, going to the hospital all alone. Why? Because it's seen as the problem of the woman largely. So when I wrote the short film Fractured in 2019, the first thing that I did was that I consulted with some of my male colleagues and I asked them what would be the natural reaction for a husband in a marriage where there is a delay in childbearing. And they told me that none of them would initially think to look inwards. It would be an initial reaction to say, let me go to the hospital. Let me go and find out what's going on. Let me do the fasting and the praying. And so when I wrote the film, I portrayed the husband as initially reluctant because that seemed natural, and then eventually going along with her to the hospital to investigate why they were having this delay. And it was found that the challenge came from him. They performed a surgery and eventually they were able to conceive. The second thing that Life of SJ talked about that really stressed me was the lack of protection from her husband when the family members began to swarm and attack and blame her for the delay. So in the film Fractured, the husband rose to the defense of his wife. It was so important to me that a couple stands united against external attacks because so many women are left to deal with these attacks and the side talk and the malicious gossip all alone, and their husbands often turn a blind eye. My hope really is that we as filmmakers will portray different reactions to these sorts of issues so that when the general population is watching these films, they're saying, oh, okay, so it's not so bad that me as a husband get up and go and investigate. I go with my wife. I stop the attacks from the families. I don't turn a blind eye when people are saying things that are untrue. The more we portray these things, the more people will start to imbibe them, and the road to infertility will become less and less lonely for the woman to travel. It's really my wish that there are less women in our society that eventually have the sort of painful experience like Life of SJ did. It was needless and it was traumatic to say the least. So if you want to see the film Fractured, I'll leave the link below. It's still showing on YouTube, and hopefully you learn a thing or two. I hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.